day 2. I'm not going to continue numbering these. That would be so stupid. I'm not going to do that. So I don't have my notebook with me, but this is what I decided to talk about on my channel today. I have a pop socket. These are actually really cool. But this video isn't about pop sockets. This video is about that annoying seam that you get in anything that's made out of silicone these days, because the manufacturers that make this kind of stuff don't seem to see fit to do anything about the mold seams along the sides. So I was just farting around with my little cheapy mall kiosk phone case here, because it's got actually a pretty sharp ridge on it that I'm constantly picking at. And I had this, and I was like, I wonder if I can use this to make that ridge go away. And I tested it right here, and it actually really works very well. Like, I don't know if it's going to show very well on camera. Can I get this to focus in? I don't know if you can really see. I can't tell on the tiny screen on the camera, but maybe that little ridge there, the little sharp bit there will show. But if I take this and fire it up, and then just kind of pass it over the seam gently a couple of times, just like this. I gotta let it sit for a second so I don't burn myself, but it's still there a little bit, but you can see that it's a lot less prominent. Well, maybe you can see that it's a lot less prominent now. And if I continue passing the torch over, well, this is actually a heat gun, but if I continue passing it over that seam, it'll go away. Let's see if this one works any better. You can see the seam there. See if I can make this one go away. I know this isn't technically a vlog, but it's off topic for my main channel, and I've been wanting to show what I discovered, and I keep not doing it. Okay, so, oh no, that actually did. It's a lot less prominent now. You can see it much better here than over here. So, yeah, you can just attack those annoying little seams with a heat gun, and it'll make them less prominent. So, yeah, that was a neat thing. What else interesting happened today? Hey, let's put that back in focus. Well, I had a long conversation with my mom on a neat app called Zoom, which was kind of nice because we've tried Skype and we've tried Hangouts and we've tried that other Google thing that's video chat that I can't remember what it's called. And we've tried Facebook chat and a bunch of other stuff and just can't seem to get a stable connection. But Zoom worked great, so we had a nice long conversation about genetic predispositions for illnesses in our family, which was kind of interesting. And yeah, so that was kind of nice. I need to do that more often. It's one of the side effects of mental illness is or at least my specific mental illness, is you kind of shut yourself in a hole and you stop communicating with people. And it probably does more damage to yourself than good. So one of my New Year's resolutions is going to be to try to communicate a little bit better with friends and family and such. We'll see how well that goes, but you know, you never know. I also just learned today, and I'm a little upset that I didn't find out sooner. I watch a channel called Bartians. Well, I also watch Barry's cooking channel called My Virgin Kitchen. I also watch Ashens, which is another YouTube channel. Really great British humor. It appeals to me. I know a lot of people aren't really into British humor, but I like it. They're a bunch of funny guys. But for a while, last year and early this year, they had a sort of a guest star, I guess you would call him, named Carl Skinner. And when I first saw him on Martians, I was like, oh, he's kind of a cute little emo boy, or scene boy, or whatever. My brain kind of lumped him in that, but it never really occurred to me that, although he was the sort of a skinny twink guy, he was actually very unwell, it turns out. He had some form of cancer, and that cancer was actually terminal. And he had reached out to a couple of his favorite YouTubers asking if he could collab with them or do a couple of videos with them, and pretty much everybody that he reached out to said no, except for Bartians, and they brought him in as a guest star, and he was funny and interesting, and brought something to the show. But it hadn't occurred to me that he hadn't showed up in some videos in quite a while, and I just learned tonight during the end of the year Bartians video that he had passed away much earlier in this year, in May. So that was kind of a little depressing to learn about. But apparently he started up a charity, and I'll put a link for that here, in case anybody wants to donate to the cause that actually, like, this charity helped him and his parents out when he was dealing with it. So he kind of wanted to pay it forward and spread the news about the charity. But yeah, that was kind of a little surprising thing. People just kind of disappear, and you don't realize it until somebody actually points it out to you sometimes, which is kind of sad. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really have anything much else to say for today. Just my little thing about making silicone seams go away, and what I learned about Carl there. So, yeah, I guess I can't come up with anything else to talk about today. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, consider clicking here. Right here is a video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Right over here will be, I guess that'll be a link to my main channel, and I can't link my Patreon because I haven't met the requirements for linking to an external website with end cards yet, so that'll have to wait. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.